decide to come to America?
Well, back at that, they thought it was a better way of life. And at the same time, the government closed down a certain section for land. Everybody had to move. Oh, that's the reason why a lot came over with him. It was it's the government, I forget what they call it now.
Reconstruction?
So that they cleaned out the whole part of Harbor Buffer. There's nobody living there at all now.
So it's just empty space now then?
Huh?
So it's just empty space now then?
Damn. Yeah.
What was it like coming to America?
What was it like?
Yeah, what
I
was
was
it
only
like?
4 years old when I came over here. It's,
Were you
all I
excited?
can remember is that we had got in a boat, and from the boat we took a train and got in Ellis Island.
Were you excited at all when you came to
I was
America?
4
Were you,
years old.
were you very excited? Were you sad that you were going to miss some of your
4 years
friends?
old, nothing I didn't care about it. I wasn't worried about nothing.
What was the boat like?
Boat? It's a big steamer, that's a regular steamer. Passenger boat.
When you first came to America, was there any like specific things you wanted to do? Like when you got there and after a couple of years, did you say, wow, I want to be this, or wow, I want to be that? Were there any specific dreams you had?
No, not necessarily. I wasn't thinking about anything that way at all. Those days, I was 4 years old. So nothing mattered to me. I didn't care about anything. Nothing interested me at all.
So in other words, you weren't very interested with
No,
anything.
I wasn't too excited about it.
So when you were like older, you didn't really get into after school activities and then. So when you like got older, you didn't really get into after school activities.
No. The only thing I didn't know was, before I was married, I got into ceramic and plaster. Plastic around.
Was it hard during the long wait at Ellis Island? Was it hard during the long wait at Ellis Island?
No. Didn't take us long to get out of there. I got my citizenship paper when I was about 17, 18 years old, I think.
So it wasn't very hard at all, was it?
No, it wasn't hard. Then when I was 17, 18, just after I got married, I went into ceramic and plastic craft.
How did your parents feel when they first got to America?
Well, I don't know. Very happy.
Grandpa, after you were in America for a long time, how did you earn your living, other than ceramic and plaster?
I was a dyer, dyeing hosiery and sweaters, tricot.
So you dyed the colors in like clothing?
Yeah. I colored, something like this here. All colors. Supposed to be a chemist, but I never went to school for it.
You didn't really have enough school
It's all
time
practical
for it.
experience. It was nice, I liked it.
So it was fun, your job? It was very fun to you?
It was a good job, it was nice. I liked it.
Was the pay good also as good as it sounds?
What paid?
Was the pay good as
Yeah,
the job was?
Good in the place house, yeah. I was making about $200 a week then, 4 days a week, which isn't bad. Then when I got into ceramic and plastic craft, it took me a lot of time,
Were there any very hard things that you had to go through in America?
No.
So there were no hardships at all when you came to America?
No. I never had any hardships. I worked every day, so I went to work, I worked every day.
You worked every day of your life?
Yeah. I'm still working. This is all this stuff here. This is what I've done. I liked it. So I kept at it. That and antique.
So all this stuff in this room
Yeah.
is most of the stuff that you painted?
Yeah, all of the stuff.
Pa's getting a shot of that. Pa's getting a shot of all this stuff.
No. Now Dad and I go to this one was nowhere. You hear that buzzer? Take the damn thing out.
How far did you go in school?
The 8th grade, then they kicked me out.
They got tired of you, didn't they?
No,
They didn't like you anymore, and they say bye-bye.
no, the 8th grade teacher was a man, and some girl, she was an older girl, she was about 16 then or so, and she said something to him, he didn't like it, he slapped her, knocked her down the stairs instead of stairs, and I didn't like the idea either, so I poked him once and knocked him down the stairs, and he threw me out of work, they threw me out of school.
Did you work through the Depression years? Was it very hard then?
No, as I said, the pay wasn't that much, but at that time, prices weren't that much either.
Yes, we read in social studies that the average man only
Yeah.
made $100 an hour.
No, $100 an hour?
I mean, $100 a month or
I
a
wish I
year.
read $100. No,
And
no.
that meant that kids had to work just to get ends meet. And
I didn't make as much as a real chemist did, but
you were
mine was
close
not-
enough. Close enough.
Close enough, yeah. And,
Nobody's perfect.
the way I got the job, I worked with I was his assistant then, and the boy went to school, he went to Lowell Tech, and when he left to go in the Army, they were going to hire another man, a die house foreman, and he told the president of the company that I could do the job just as well as a chemist could, so they let me have it. So I had the job for maybe about 25, 30 years, I think, or more.
So your dream of being a chemist was finally realized.
No, I wasn't dreaming about the chemist side, it was what I knew.
Your wish.
What I knew.
You were good at. What you knew you were good at. What was your life like? Like, what was your heating like? Did you have to
Well, at that time, during the Depression, my wife's folks wasn't that well off, just getting by on welfare. And they used to have to go across the street from them. Maggie Doyle was a city contractor about taking trash up. And they used to bring like a coke, it was half burnt coal, it was called coke. We used to go across the street from her house and pick up the coke and bring it home for heat, to heat the house up.
so you had to go up around the
I
street?
didn't have to, I helped them do it.
And you had to pick up the coal
No,
around?
I didn't have to do it myself. My father was a custodian of a building, and he got permission from the owners to, as much coal as he could take off, salt coal, he could use. And I'd say from all the distance from here, say to
The backyard?
it's about
From here to
About 5
where the
miles.
backyard ends?
about 5 miles.
From here?
And he had a sled, big sled, about so big. And he had
Like the width of
yeah,
this
about
couch?
this here. And I used to, after school, I'd take that for 5 miles, get out and pick up this coal that he had saved with a box. He filled the box up and full of 2 bags in the front. And I used to take that from 5 miles every night after school. This was a job on a sled.
After the Depression years, during the Depression years, did your parents want to go back to Canada?
No, they were settled down here.
So they were very happy even with the
Oh,
Depression
they were
years
happy.
around?
I remember the first time I had a cigarette. I was out in front of the house, and I didn't know where my father was at the time. So I smoked a cigarette, and I was dizzy as blazes, you know. My father came home and caught me. So,
With nuts?
yeah. So he says, "You want to smoke, son? Come here." Put me in the house, give me a Italian stogie, about that long. It's like a cigar. And that settled me for a while. I didn't want any no part of cigarettes.
So after that, that was like
Ah,
a big lesson for
yeah,
you.
that was a good lesson.
Good lesson.
I went
Better than
back,
anything they teach
I
in
went-
school.
yeah, I
You
did
want to
math
smoke?
on-
Here, have this.
Yeah,
Blech.
now, like I say, went back into a surrounding, I built they had the Air Force base in New Hampshire
Mhm.
closed up, and they sold the barracks off. So a friend of mine and I bought 2 barracks, tore it down, bought it over to my place and his place, and I built a garage, 2-car garage, out of the lumber I got from there. It was it took me about 6 months to build it, but me and my brother-in-law did it alone.
So you bought a building and then you built something out of it.
Yeah. I tore it down and bought it board by board by board. And bought it back
What did you build?
in the garage.
A garage.
And garage downstairs, and I had plaster downstairs in one part of the garage. Upstairs I had ceramic. I taught ceramic about 2 years.
So you were a teacher some part of
Yeah.
your life.
Yeah.
That's it.